You didn't think I'd forget, did you? Of course I didn't forget. I might be moving into a condominium next year, so this may be the last French Thanksgiving I have in this house. So let's see if. Now, for those of you who don't have good family, have no family, maybe you're an orphan, this is the French Thanksgiving. And what we do here is we have, you know, for me, I have fried chicken. This is fried chicken. Biscuit. What do we got here? Cold potato, cold potato, hot potato. So I got mashed potato gravy, and I got potato salad, and I liked it so much, I get it twice. So there's two. So I'm gonna have it for today and Friday, I guess. So yeah, this is gonna be good stuff. So what we're gonna do, I'll do a little bit here. Okay, I'm gonna do a scene. Okay, I'll show you. We'll do a 10-second roll start, in which will show 10 seconds. Then I'm going to mute it, and then we'll do commentary. So you'll want to pause the video for when you see the first frame, and then you can kind of catch up with me here. So I'll share. Okay. So when you see the first frame, so let's hold for that. 20th Century Fox logo, old fashioned, not studios. There you go. Very important director. Okay, we're in Marseille. Opening out. Okay, now you're just going to hear my voice. All right, ready? So here we are. I'm just gonna do the opening scene only. So we're focusing on the first detective number one. This is like the fall guy, right? This is the guy he's just gonna get off. I like the grim, gritty parts of Marseille, France. Oui, oui, monsieur. And the idea was that originally the director wanted some sleazy, ugly looking guy to be the villain of this. But Fernando Rey is this, like, I don't know what he is. He's like this suave old, like, I think there was this actor, Charles Boyer. I remember him from I Love Lucy. So he's kind of like this suave French actor. And he would be like charming, right, with the goatee. So, oh, the La Samaritan. It's such a La Samaritain. I guess it's an outdoor eating place. So everybody's eating. I mean, it's just the pastel colors, the reds, the olive greens, the blues, the sort of blue, green, gray colors of like telephones and shit. Look at all this. Look at the city's just like the city's alive, right? Um, I don't know if they're actually. I think I don't know if there's. I imagine a lot of these shots are stolen, much like the ones on the freeway in New York, right, or Chicago, or wherever they filmed it. But yeah, he's tailing the hitman, and he's getting some bread. I mean, he gets a little too comfortable in his job. That's the first problem, right? But I guess that again, Gene Hackman was out there with what? When you have a slice of pizza and a hot coffee, and just watching Fernando Rey from like 50 feet away. That's just kind of, it's his job, but it's kind of creepy. He's kind of stupid too. So here comes the first detective, and he's checking his mail. I guess he didn't think that the hitman would follow him home. So I guess at some point he was following them around, but oh yeah, here we go. That's it. Oh, that's such a grim. I mean, I don't know how they did that. You just threw, it looks like they just threw blood at him, or like jelly, KY jelly, just threw jelly and you just fall back. Yeah, I'll take a piece of that bread. Yeah, why not? Um, so now we go to Brooklyn, and this is the part where this is the only introduction to say this is a Christmas movie. I think Jeremy Griggs of Geeks and Gamers said that the a way something that's a Christmas movie, it's when it's made on Christmas. But there was an argument about, well, if a movie was made with a Christmas theme, and it say it's released in July, is it still a Christmas movie, or is it Die Hard, right? But I guess this would be classified as a Christmas movie because Popeye Doyle, Gene Hackman, is dressed up as fucking Santa Claus. So here, this is like a raid. They're trying to catch the bad guy. So here we have two worlds. We have Marseille, France, where it's very, very daylight, wide open corridors, wide open spaces. There's a very calm, serene feel to everybody moving around. And here in what is it, Chicago or whatever, New York or Chicago, this is like, when I think of the 1970s Batman comics, it's like you have two roomies. One guy says, "Hey, Batman isn't really Adam West's pal Biff Bam, right? He's that guy that Neil Adams drew and Denny O'Neil wrote, and it was Batman in the Harsh City." So when I think of Batman in the 1970s comics, I think of this harsh city that we're looking at. This brother's running from the cops, and Gene and Roy Schneider would try to play like, "Oh, hey, well, listen now, look, we need you to cooperate with us." Like that was the way they started out, and William Friedkin's like, "No, no, no, you gotta be like a tornado. You gotta be like a monster. You gotta racially profile this dude." And you're not sure if he's guilty, but he's suspicious, right? So you got to go and racially profile, and then, and then talk about the picking your feet in Poughkeepsie and shit. So yeah, I mean, comparing Marseille, France, with the calm people, and here in whatever city this is, with all the harshness. Look at this, like this derelict area. All of this. I mean, it's not picturesque. And by the way, there was a sequel to this, 1974. They wanted to. The studios felt that they wanted Fernando Rey to lose to Gene Hackman, so they had to make a fucking sequel, and it just didn't work. It just didn't work at all. So I'm gonna stop this video after they rough this guy up. Oh my god. Yeah. There's so much going on. I think some of it is ad lib because if you can ad lib it, it makes for a better argument. Because arguing intensely with script is not going to work. Like, yeah, you can get an idea of what they're supposed to say to each other, but when you ad lib, and then you could just kind of like the banter between the two cops, it's just amazing. So yeah, amazing stuff here. So um, yeah, they're doing the good cop, bad cop routine. But I mean, you'll see graffiti in city scenes, but I like when they're this up close to that graffiti. It's just, look at that. All this detail. It kind of reminds me of like, what is that, an episode of News Radio where, uh, what is it, Dave Foley's character, Dave, and the woman, was it Maura Tierney? They go to this high school. It's a set, right? But every part of the high school is tagged up with graffiti all over the place. I used to go to bathrooms and they would have graffiti all over it. Yeah, he's roughing them up. This is not a friendly city. This is not a city you'd want to live in. And in some ways, it reminds me of the area that I live in now, which is dark. Like the sidewalks cannot be lighter than a like medium gray. All right. So, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. He's talking about the crane. Though we see those cranes because that's his original job. So his original job was to be like working those cranes, lifting boxes, forklifts, and then somehow he got a magical idea and decided, I'm going to be a kingpin of drugs, the kingpin of crime. But you know what it is? I climbed off the crane. But you know what? In this, I love, look at these beautiful shots. But you know the thing about Fernando Rey's character is that in all the time that he's talking, not you see that the hitman is the obvious bad guy for the first 10 minutes here or 8 minutes since I've been talking. And in all this time, we don't see Fernando or hear Fernando Rey do anything evil in all this time. Like he doesn't. We know he's the bad guy. We know he's the villain. But he never really does anything flat out evil. He doesn't yell. He doesn't scream. He doesn't do anything vicious or violent. Everything he does is so like romantic. And yet he's just running the cocaine. Look at this beautiful, this woman, this 20-year younger woman right here. Envy the man, right? It's like he bought his 20 years, his junior girlfriend something. I don't know, what is it? I forgot what he bought her. Was it a dress or was it jewelry? Oh, a camera, so I could take pictures. I can't even do a French accent, right? I apologize to the French and French Canadian. More shopping, yes, oui, I do more shopping. And he just pulls out a fishing rod. Like, how is he ready to go fishing at a moment's notice? That's bizarre. I'm just gonna go fishing. I forgot about the scene of him fishing. I bet Fernando Rey fishing is the one thing you forgot in the French Connection. Yeah, but we don't see him do evil. He saw his daughter today. I never seen him look so content. She asked about you if we're still happy. Oh, him and his girlfriend. Are we? And then he says, no.